to Uluwatu, which is just further south on Bali. And we have came here because a year ago I heard about this bar called Single Fin, and I've just been dying to go. They are supposed to have the most amazing Sunday sessions, and today the theme is like Tijuana Cartel, so we're gonna go check it out. Unfortunately, we don't have a table because they're like booked 3 months out, and we honestly need to get going just because tables get full around 4. So we have a nice room here that is just like a 3-minute walk from the place. It was only like 20 pounds for the night. So yeah, we're all ready and we're gonna get going and check this place out. So it is the morning after. Honestly, Single Fin last night was amazing. If you are ever in Bali, make it down to Uluwatu and go to Single Fin for their Sunday session. It was just so much fun and the view was amazing. Yeah, so right now, Jess and I, we are just waiting for our taxi to come pick us up. So it was super cheap. So we're both part of the Ubud community Facebook group, and you know, she posted, hey, like we need a taxi driver to and from Uluwatu for 700,000 Indonesian rupee. This guy got back to us, so he dropped us off yesterday, and now he's going to come and pick us up today and take us back. So right now, you know, Jess is just kind of relaxing, just because you know she didn't feel too well this morning, but right now I'm just kind of doing some editing and also just enjoying this view, and also got some Balinese coffee. This honestly feels like a dream, but now that our first weekend is over, tonight is the first night that I'll be back to teaching. So I'll be teaching tonight from 6 to 10 p.m. So yeah, it's just now just making this our life and just, you know, doing daily routines, which is just really exciting that we get to call this place home for a while. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to just going back to Ubud and just being back at our house that we have. And yeah, but yeah, I just feel very grateful to be able to do this, and just really taking the risk has so far paid off. It's been a bit stressful at times, you know, not gonna lie. Not everything goes, you know, very smoothly. Like my suitcase, you know, did go missing, and luckily the airport did find it, and so they took it to my place on Saturday night. So that was really good, but that was a bit stressful because, you know, when you have a life in just one bag and then it goes missing, it's just kind of like, you know, what do you do? But luckily I had everything that is really valuable with me, so so that was fine. You know, people have been really friendly and helpful, but yeah, it's just trying to get used to, you know, being back in Southeast Asia, because Southeast Asia is also, it can be relaxing, but it can also be a bit stressful at times. So, you know, but we're just keeping our heads up and, you know, just, you know, being happy that we get to enjoy views like this. So yeah, we'll see how the rest of the week goes. from Ubud, Bali. So I just kind of thought I would just talk about what has happened in the last week. I feel like so much has happened that I just don't know how it even has only been a week. I feel like it's been like a month. It's just been non-stop since Jess and I have gotten here, but it's been fun. It's been sometimes a bit stressful, but you know, overall, I just have to say this is an amazing experience, and I will probably say this over and over, but I am truly grateful. So, you know, just to start off, you know, I just cannot get over the weather. It is definitely not Manchester. When I left Manchester, it was gray and rainy and cold, and now here it's 31 degrees every day. It is sunny and bright, but boy, is it hot. And, you know, haven't been in this weather for a while. Well, there was the heat wave in Manchester, but it just does not compare to this. You know, Jess is also still getting used to it, but hey, I definitely would prefer this to the cold. So Jess and I arrived, you know, over a week ago, and we booked a shuttle to take us from Kuta to Ubud, and that was like, you know, like $8 or something like that. And you know, we have this beautiful Airbnb that you probably saw earlier, and we had booked this, you know, well over a month before coming to Ubud, and it is beautiful. I mean, I basically have the downstairs and Jess has the upstairs, so we each have our own space. You know, just still getting to used to all the little bugs that crawl around. But our Airbnb hostess, she is amazing. She helped us with getting a motorbike because she has a contact. So Jess and I are splitting the motorbike. It was about 800,000 Indonesian rupee. We plan to stay in Ubud, at least in this Airbnb, for about a month. And then Jess and I, we have a few places that we're going to stay. One is in Ubud and another one is in Canggu, so that's for about a week and a half. And then after that, we don't really know. I mean, we were thinking of moving to Canggu, but then we just met someone here that said, you know, don't move there, you need to stay in Ubud. So we're gonna check out Canggu this weekend and, you know, just kind of see where we want to move to. It's just really nice that we do have, you know, a flexible job that can allow us to just move anywhere. So yeah, we'll see where in Bali we'll move to in November. Really want to find like the hidden gems, you know, like all the little spots. I mean, it just going into the city center is hectic, but around here, you know, away from the center, there's just so many things to find. So, you know, it probably would be worth staying. So, you know, we'll just see what happens. One thing I just did not expect was, I knew this was like a vegan paradise, but I just didn't know to what extent. The amount of amazing cafes and restaurants that just serve purely like vegan food or like plant-based food or raw food is astounding. And not only that, the food is amazing. Like it just comes to you ever so beautifully, and it's just a good portion, and it is filling, and there's just so many options. It's not like you just have curries, you have beautiful burgers, you have vegan BLTs, vegan hot dogs, vegan pizzas, but they just make it in such a unique way that you would never think of. And just, yeah, so Jess and I have been eating out like every single day just because it is cheaper to do that here, unlike, you know, back in the States or back in England. So literally we've been going to a different restaurant every day because there's just so many to try. I just feel like, will we have enough time to try it all? I don't know. But yeah, we've definitely been eating very well. And yeah, for anyone who's a foodie, even if you're not vegan, it is a foodie's paradise just because, just wow. And also we found a vegan festival over the weekend. I mean, what are the odds? And just, you know, free samples, free bits, and just, it really is just, it's just heaven. So some things that we just did not expect coming here. I mean, you move to a new place, especially in Southeast Asia, you know, there are just some things, you know, that might just kind of get to you. Like I mentioned earlier, so you go to the city center of Ubud, and I just did not expect the amount of traffic that is there. I mean, there are just times where it is just completely backed up. If you want no traffic, you need to go like early in the morning, like at 8 a.m. But after like, you know, 9, maybe like 10 a.m. I mean, it's just, the roads can just be backed up. And being in traffic, like out in the hot sun on a motorbike with all that smoke, not ideal. Also, when we first got here, so unfortunately Jess, you know, her stomach was just kind of, you know, acting up, and eventually like mine did too, and turns out there's a thing called Bali belly. I did come to Bali last year and I didn't really have a problem with the food, but you know, I felt sick, Jess felt really sick, and that was something that was just not fun. I mean, you have all this amazing food, but when you can't really enjoy it, it just kind of sucks. Also, I mean, just poor Jess, I mean, she had coconut oil spilled all over her phone, so we had to go, you know, to a shop and get that fixed. Also, she had like forgotten or lost, or I don't know what happened to her bank card, but it just disappeared. That's why it's important to have more than one when traveling abroad or moving abroad. So luckily she has other ones that she can take out money with, but yeah, one has definitely gone missing. So yeah, it's one of them things that, like, if something like that were to happen in your home country, I mean, it's not as bad because you can easily get something replaced, something fixed, and you know exactly where to go, and you know the kind of service that you'd get. Here, I mean, it's a bit trickier. You Google what are some of the best, and sometimes there was one place we Googled, we arrived, and turns out they had closed months ago, but in Google it said it was open, so you're just like, okay, where do I go next? Yeah, so it's a bit more of an adventure to figure out where to go to get these things fixed and what to do, and it's a bit more stressful because you just don't really know where to go and you don't really know who to trust. So it's just little things like that that can just, you know, get you a bit stressed. But I mean, in the end, I think we're just more happy for just this opportunity, and that those little stressors just in the end are really not anything. I mean, so far what we've been able to do is just kind of like, you know, get up in the mornings, you know, we found a gym that we like, you know, we work out there or we work out here at our villa, and you know, we'll go to a cafe, we'll do some work, you know, some blogging or vlogging, and we have some projects that we're working on, so we'll do that. And then yeah, we have the days to ourselves, and then in the evening we, you know, we teach online, and it's just so nice that we just have this, you know, job that allows us to just live so freely and just allow us to be like very flexible with what we do. Like today, you know, we went to the waterfalls, you know, and Sunday we went to the beach for the day, and then, you know, later at night I teach from home. I mean, it really is just an ideal situation. And so like I said, the little things, you know, that kind of stress you out or might not go always right, you know, in the end, they're just little things. I mean, in the end, the experience is what we came for, and that's definitely what we're getting. So so far it's been a good first week. It's been a very crazy busy first week, but I'm really excited for what's to come in the following weeks. Like, we definitely are trying to make an effort to look at events that are happening in Ubud, and you know, we really want to get to know people and just kind of be more part of the community. So that's definitely our goal for the next few weeks, and yeah, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one.